Hello, everyone. Happy to be back with another Young Indian, part of the Voice of the Young series. Right now, we have with us Mahesh Ambati. Let's listen to him. Over to you, Mahesh.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Myself, Mahesh Ambati. I was born in Peddadevula Palli Village in the state of Telangana. I did my studies over there. And sir, with your permission, I would like to do the talk via presentation.
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So I just named this thing, it restrict myself. And yeah, so this is my introduction, sir. Like, as I said, I was born and brought up in Peddadevula Palli Village. It's a small village in Telangana state. And I did my school in the nearby town and my +1, +2 in Hyderabad. And post that, I got a chance to get graduate in NITK Surathkal. And then I made this little transition, which I speak little later, from being a science background to I made transition towards liberal science. Yeah, then there is that's when that I got an opportunity to work at Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, and I would like to share a couple of my experiences of working over there. Though it was a very short stint of 9 months, but I had very good learnings and insights into the policy making over there. And after that, I would like to discuss about the Jagrati Yatra, sir. It was a 14 days train journey trip that I went for last year. It was around second week or third week of last year, October. Yeah, I would like to share that perspective also. And then later on, I'm aspiring to get into a public service, public making, policy making domain. So I'm preparing for civil services also. And along with that, I'm doing my master's in security and defense law. This is from Nalsar University. I'm pursuing it in a distance mode. Yeah, this is the crux that I will go ahead, sir. With your permission, I would like to take each part at a time.
Sure, please do it.
Yeah, so coming to my childhood, so it was very interesting because I come from a background, like I'm a first generation graduate. So my father had pursued till matriculation and he didn't pursue it like because of multiple reasons. Like he was a very interesting personality. Uh, in that background, he gave me opportunity. He gave me, provided me a proper education that helped me to get into good school over there. And I was little good at academics and it was little smooth. Like I went to school over there, making nice memories with everyone and all. As with people, like this is little interesting, sir. Like, if you look at most of the people from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, much of the bright people who are little good at academics at the school level, they're always guided to pick one choice among engineering or medicine. It's mostly them. So I just went with the flow. I thought I will pursue engineering, and as with the like, I just made into NIT Surathkal. This is in Karnataka campus. So that's how I just went with the flow, as with everyone. Then landed up at NIT Surathkal, Karnataka, sir. And this was in the year of 2016. And coming to my campus life, because I think much of the people will able to relate to it, rather than about their academic pursuits or the kind of knowledge they gain there. It's a kind of experience that one has in a campus life impacts oneself. I think you would also agree on this part. The kind of people we meet there, the kind of friendship that happens over there, just stays there for long and impacts you throughout your life. And this was not so different for me. So that's when, as you can see in the pictures, this is one of the beautiful campus, sir. And one interesting fact about our NIT Surathkal is, it is a college which has a private beach in the entire country. So the college is right in front of the beach. It's on the western coast. So we had a nice opportunity to explore the places around. It's a very beautiful place to live also. Yeah. So this was the time that coming from my background, when I went at NIT Surathkal, I was little interested to do some extracurricular activities also. That's when I signed up for becoming a class representative. I was a class representative, sir. And the task of me usually included coordinating with the teachers and with the students. It's a very simple one. It's a very basic one that required me to speak to teachers when they would take the class and just communicate it to the students. But though it looks very basic, it gave me very, very nice lessons because I, coming from my background, I didn't uh, had that. I never coordinated people in such a way. Speaking to professors or telling them managing the task, it like even because I was not that comfortable with English also. But
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. That in your village, did you study in Telugu?
no, sir. Like I did until fifth standard in my village itself. That was in the English only, sir.
Okay.
It was a small English school only. Like there were around like 30 to 40 students in my each class and all, and that was relatively fine.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you
and
said you were not comfortable in English, but you studied it. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
right, sir. So as because like we were not that used to conversational English, sir. Like
Okay.
little kind of okay with the English that we learn in the classes and all. That
Yeah.
conversational English and understanding people it was little tricky.
Yeah.
And for me, signing up for the class representative job, like it was like me challenging I like me put tasking up for little things that which I not that comfortable, and that had helped me to get better and get insights into it. Like that was one thing that which I did over there. And as with many people, I was part of couple of clubs over there, and I was part of photography club. Had the chance to mingle around, and the one thing that which had an impact on me and made me more curious was the kind of diversity that I got exposed to. So, like right after going from the college, it's not just the change in weather or the change in place. There are people who speak other languages. There are people who come from different cultures. There are people that come from entirely different backgrounds and all that. That kind of exposure, like it made me more curious and made me pursue little things later on also. And even right now, even now, like I'm in Kerala, sir. Like I came to move to Trivandrum just 1 month back for the change and and use this opportunity to explore different things also. So that little seed that which got me made me more curious to learn more diverse to get exposed to different cultures is still pushing me to go ahead and do things. So that was one thing. And I was doing my bachelor's of engineering in electrical and electronics domain, sir. So that didn't enthuse me, whatever may be the reasons. And so I just decided it wasn't my cup of tea. Then I thought like I will do something related to business related or business management related. I thought we'll do something pursue on those lines. And that's when I was trying to do something on the like this was in the year of 2018 around, sir, like and at that time the entrepreneurship was a very much buzzword over there, like in the colleges and everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone was pushing for entrepreneurship, and so like I had my little stints working with the small startups, like I got that exposure to working with the founders over there, and I got little enthused with this because it's like the entrepreneurship, like leading a company or becoming an entrepreneur, it demands all sets of entire skills, and that got me a little enthused and made me more curious, and that's when I think it was in 2018. That's when we got a little opportunity in the form of IICDC competition, sir. It's an Indian Innovation and Design competition, which is jointly held by Department of Science and Technology and Texas Instruments Company in collaboration with IIM Bangalore. So they were running this competition to pick certain entrepreneurs, and they will reward you. They will give certain sort of cash prizes and also seed funding. And the best part was key. they had around like 6 to 7 levels of filtering out.
Okay.
Yeah, so and each stage may it involved you do like it involved proper making a company like ours like so you need to come up with an idea, work on that idea, design a prototype, do the research in the customers and get it checked once. And each stage they used to filter it out like it started with some 10,000 plus teams and ended up with the top 30 in the semi-final stage. Sir.
Yeah.
So we were one of the few people who made into the semi-final stage. And so me along with like 4 more others and guided by one senior named Sai Kamal and Professor Perumal sir is at electrical department, NIT Surathkal, guided by Professor Venkatesh Perumal. And we team, like I was leading the team. Then we made it to the semi-finals, that's when I got the top to bottom exposure of, what it takes and what was the life cycle to start a company or, like, because it was very, very interesting thing. The Texas Instruments company even arranged sessions on intellectual property related rights for us. So, that sensitization or the awareness towards the IP rights, what should be the early founder should be aware. And it included classes, lectures, listening, and we going to IIM Bangalore campus twice. And it was very, very fascinating, sir. Like, and we designed a product named Smart Blind Stick. It was kind of instrument to help the visually impaired people. And we designed the prototype and all. And we couldn't take it further on for like a plethora of reasons. But the thing that when I signed up for my class representative post, right from them to carrying this, like there was some sort of smooth, like because when I compare to my batchmates in electrical department, there are people going to classes, getting better at electrical engineering, doing some projects related to that. But here was me who is completely moving in a different side track. So this was happening until my third year of graduation. Then, me pursuing my curiosity things, then this was going over. Then it was around like final year that I decided there was always this thing to get into public policy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, to aspire, the little aspiration to get into the civil servants was there. So this was around the final year of graduation. That as with many people, like I also sat for the campus placements and got in campus placement at FN Analytics. It's a Bangalore-based company. I got the placement by September of my like within 2 months. In 2 months into my final year.
Yeah.
Then that's when I was contemplating, should I go and take a job and pursue my things in the IT sector, or make the transition and go towards liberal sciences, learn them and do the UPSC preparation, civil services related preparation simultaneously, and also so. And fortunately or unfortunately, I didn't had to my choice to make the choice. It got delayed due to the COVID. This was in the 2020. So the company's onboarding got little late and all. So it went till November 2020. That's when I got a call saying we are onboarding you people. You have to join. Then I still remember that night, sir, because like they send me the offer letter and the laptop and all. If I just say okay to them, sign it out, I would be learning Excel, Python related stuff. It would be like data analytics things I would be learning and becoming a data analyst down the line. And here was me some curiosity towards liberal sciences, curiosity towards certain things, policy making thing. That night I couldn't sleep. And the next morning, I just had to reply their HR saying, ma'am, like, I don't think I'll be able to join this thing. I have interest in other domain. I'm quitting it, sir. Like, I think I would be one such person, very unique, who quit the job within one day. Oh, so I made the decision, sir. It was in June 2020, November 2020. Then I started doing preparation and started exploring things related to liberal sciences. Then I got to know about the courses. During this COVID time, the Ashoka University ran some courses, sir. And I got a chance and enrolled at one of them, which was run by former Chief Economic Advisor Arvind Subramaniam, Professor Arvind Subramaniam. Subramaniam so taught us the entire 20 days lecture. Like he gave like sneak peek into the Indian economy right from the beginning to the end. Like He had that little fancy name that this was during the COVID. He named the lecture as 4F crisis: food, fuel, fertilizer, forex crisis. And he validated my curiosity, sir. He validated my curiosity. Like, I was right in making that choice. He validated my curiosity. And then I was confident enough that, I should learn things in this domain more and pursue these things with more conviction rather than being in some sort of dilemma and all. And this happened then. Then 6 7 months down the line, the Ministry of Social Justice, then I came up with some certain advertisements in the Telegram groups and all. They were on some recruitment post and they call it as a PMU fellowship, uh, Project Monitoring Unit fellowship. And it's a fellowship of, it's on a contractual basis. It's about 2 years basis, sir. It's on a 2 years basis. And this was in 2021 and I applied for it. I was learning, I was learning certain things related to policy making and all, I was hoping if I get there, that would be my chance to go and see how things work in real. And luckily, I got into the fellowship, sir. And so that would be the next thing, sir. Like, and so this leads. This is how I made that entire career transition, sir. Like, it just happened in 1.5 to 2 years. And I'm very happy to make that little transition. Initially, I was very doubtful because in the IT sector, you get paid well, things go smooth and all, but making this transition, yeah, but I'm very happy about it, sir. And coming to the experience at the Ministry of Social Justice, this is very interesting thing, sir. Like, I wanted to stress a little bit on the recruitment process of uh, project monitoring unit team also, because there are very more people in my circle got curious to know about this kind of fellowships, because the people who are making this kind of transition, they're not aware of this sort of fellowships in the policy making domain. So this this the Ministry of Social Justice every year recruits around 20 to 25 people, sir, and
Yeah.
and they recruit them through a two or three stage process. And after recruiting them, what they do is they allocate a particular candidate to certain states, sir. So I was allocated Karnataka and Goa, and they had this interesting job profile. My job is to be travel to Karnataka every Tuesday morning, then come back on Friday night or Sunday morning, then report to the ministry in the Monday.
Yeah.
And on every Monday, we used to have meetings either with the joint secretary or the secretary level, sir.
Yeah.
And we used to share those reports, those insights and all. And so it used to involve lots of traveling also. And it gives a candidate opportunity to know right from the top, in the ministry. Secretary is the one who heads the ministry. Right from there to the bottom level to see how things go. Because when we hear things sitting in Delhi, going through the policy document and all, things look very fine and very neat and very good. And when we start moving away from Delhi, like, in my case, when I used to move from Delhi to Bangalore, when I used to sit with state officials in the social welfare department, it's in Vidhan Soda building, sir.
Mhm.
Then when I used to sit with them, then they used to share their perspectives. Then that made me more curious. Like, it's the same thing. You look at from different perspective, the entire thing changes.
Yeah.
So, and it didn't end that, sir. Like, we were required to travel to the district level, and we need to work very closely with the district social welfare officer. And right from there, we need to move to the taluk and the village level also.
Yes.
So we have to conduct the village level inspection also. And on the screen, if you can see, that's a picture of me doing inspection, sir, in
Yes.
this in Chitradurga district. Yeah. So it used to demand of that level, sir. So in the Tuesday, when you moved from Monday, you speak to the people in the ministry, gone through everything. Then Tuesday, you go to the state capital, you get their perspective. Then right to the Friday and Saturday, like, the perspectives of the entire stakeholder in the line.
Yeah.
And like every day was like different kind of learning, sir. Like, the kind of opportunity that it gave us, like very interesting, very fascinating.
Yeah.
And if I wanted to give little details, sir,
Yeah.
what made my job more interesting was the social justice ministry, as you might be aware, sir, is the nodal ministry to deal all issues related to the scheduled castes, OBCs, and also vulnerable sections, sir. And
Yeah.
these vulnerable sections included people who are engaged in the beggary, people who got addicted to the drugs or
Yeah.
alcohol,
Yeah.
people, and the transgenders, and so on, sir. So these most vulnerable sections, peoples, their the welfare activity to deal with them comes with the social justice ministry. So 1 week we used to have discussions related to transgenders, and the other week it was related to the manual scavenging. And there is this little story that I wanted to share regarding the manual scavenging also, sir.
Sure,
Uh,
please.
Manual scavenging is one of the most controversial issues in our country, sir. Yeah, because there are like varying claims from both the government side and from the societal side and all. And I got an opportunity to get to see, like, what's exact issue, and why there are competing claims over the same issue and all. Because manual scavenging is, as many people argue, so it's one of the thing which perpetuates the untouchability kind of phenomena in the society.
Yes.
And the manual scavenging, the people who engage in the manual scavenging are closely related to certain community also. So
Yeah.
there is this sort of thing also in the society. So that's a reality. And
Yeah.
I had this chance. That National Safai Karmacha Developmental Corporation, sir,
Yeah.
it deals with these people. And
Yeah.
they asked me to visit two districts, one district in Karnataka. It's an Averi district. There. So my task was to go and visit the people. There are certain people who are claiming they used to engage in the manual scavenging, and they stopped it right now. If that was true, then they will get a certain compensation from the government, sir. And it's also okay, their students and all will get a certain kind of reservation benefits in certain institutes, training institutes, or certain education institutes and all. This was something that Manual Scavengers Act 2013 mandates. So then they gave me a list of people. Then I went there, coordinated with the district administration. Then I tried to visit a couple of villages and all. Then that's where, so during this time, that I got it to have a first-hand experience of how the bureaucratic hurdles come in a way in making people realize their justice. So that's when, so the issue in that particular district was, uh, the district committee selects certain names and it forwards to the NSK DCS, National Safai Karmacha Developmental Corporation.
Right.
Yeah, once they forward the list, if they confirm it, then those people need to get some 40,000 rupees as a one-time compensation. They
Right.
call it 40,000 rupees. So because of this COVID and this language issue, they have done the proceedings, but they have not finalized the list.
Yeah.
The people haven't finalized the list and sent it to them. First thing. And they delayed it for 2 to 3 years, sir, in sending the list from district to the center level.
Yeah.
And in the process, around 4 to 5 people died meanwhile, sir.
Mhm. Yeah.
So as per the act, as per the provisions, that guy, if he's alive, he would have gotten some 40,000 rupees in his bank account.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that particular candidate got expired.
Yes.
Not only his family will not get 40,000 rupees as benefit, and his children will also be denied the certain reservation benefits which were enshrined in the act, sir.
Yeah.
So this was the first hand experience of seeing things.
Yeah.
Because things get little complicated and why things needs to move on time. When there is a delay, how it will impact people, and also it
Yeah.
adds such an impact on me. That's something that I think which I'm gonna never forget in my life, sir. Because
Okay. I
uh,
understand. Yeah.
yes, yeah. So because it's when you don't make a decision, delay decisions for whatever reason may be, you're not aware with the kind of consequence that has on the people, sir.
Yeah.
Because yeah, that was very interesting thing that I had a learning, sir. Then later on, I came back and gave the report, filed the entire thing, and mailed it to them and spoke them and all. They sent other things, and that was going on, sir. The socialist is fellowship gave me this kind of opportunity to teach, see things on the ground, appreciate the kind of socioeconomic diversity that you have on the ground, that insights into the policy making thing. It happens, and it just went for 9 months, but I had an opportunity to travel 25 plus districts in Karnataka. So I
Okay.
almost 25 plus districts in Karnataka and 2 states in Maharashtra also later on. And that was the thing that was going on. Then in the 2022, that I decided I will try my luck at civil services. Then I quit the job. Then I started from there to give full-time preparation, sir, right now. And in last year, I got a chance to appear for civil services mains, but I couldn't get an interview call. And this year, I couldn't clear prelims also. Then I'm aspiring to get into service, aspiring to write one more time by the next year, sir.
Okay.
Uh, that's my that's me as a public policy enthusiast, sir. And
Okay.
yeah, so when
Well,
I
thank
moved,
you so much, Mahesh. It's a very interesting story. And I'm
uh,
glad you told us what's happening on the ground and how decisions affect the lives and welfare of families who need the money. And yet, some twists come and some problems arise, and the programs don't really reach.
yes,
Okay.
sir.
Any advice you have for young people?
I don't think I'm that old to give an advice, sir, because I just turned 25 this year. I'm
No, but
still
there are people who are now in 11th, 12th, first year bachelors. They
right.
are also looking, they are confused and they are looking for advice and some tips from their near seniors, because the advice from 50 years old, uh, those people are outdated.
Yes, sir.
You are not yet outdated.
True, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if that's the case, I take that liberty to share an advice, sir. Like one thing would be key being curious, sir. Being curious throughout the process is
Yeah.
what, because like I'm still curious. The curiosity pushes you to do things, pushes us to make the a little cold call towards someone, take the courage to ask someone something and all. That curiosity is something that drives you throughout. And when you feel you're not curious, one has to think twice whether you're moving in the right decision or making the right career choice, is what something I would say, sir. And the second thing would be the conviction. So much of the things may not make sense to you right now. You may not explain it to others also. And because there are certain things in life that you cannot do cost benefit analysis and prove it to them that you're making the right choice at that point. But down the line, you may appreciate by believing in your conviction. So that's something that's my father has taught me, sir. Like believing in one conviction, I think that's something that I will carry forward and I advise people to. And the lastly, one would be keep this following the contemporary trends, sir. One has to be aware in the kind of setup that one is living on, because your generation have seen the rise of IT technology and passing through, and that entire thing happened. That India changing, India making that liberalization move. That entire thing happening in the past 4 5 decades, and also like our generation is something witnessing to entirely new this digital age, that living in the industry 4.2. And I think being aware about the contemporary trends and all is something that that enables one to make sense out of what's happening outside. And when you know it, you're appreciating it, then you'll be in sync with what's going on. This is something, so because most of the people end up doing little things that got outdated and all, that's one thing that I would advise, sir.
Okay. What do your parents think? You could have been making tons of money, and here you are not making tons of money. How do they feel about it?
Like they were one thing they saw me is me making progress, sir. Like, they've seen me moving from my state to the other state and to the Delhi, then coming back and all, like, so it's still from their perspective that I'm moving forward.
Okay.
So they're not okay with the pace that I'm moving and all. They do sometimes because when I compare with my batchmates and all, there are people in the IT sector earning huge money and all. That's something that, but they were happy with me moving forward. Like, I don't know, like, yeah, sir. So they're very happy with me making this transition and moving forward. But yeah,
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to add here?
there's one little thing, sir. This is that
Yeah.
one that Jagrati Yatra I was referring to.
Yeah.
Uh, because I would advise this to, sir, like this to people who want to curious to know. The thing is, this is the Jagrati Yatra. It happens every year, sir. It's a
Yeah.
14-day flying journey.
Yeah.
So it last year started from Bombay, as you can see on the screen. So right from Bombay, we went to Bangalore, Madurai, Sri City, Vizag, Gram Vikas, Varanasi, Deoria, Delhi, Ahmedabad, and back to Bombay, sir.
Okay.
In the span of 14 days, in a customized train with 450 other candidates who are interested to make a change or were thinking to start a company or get into the entrepreneurship domain. And this is where you get a chance to see the countryside. So it's a very neatly curated program, sir, because for one who is wanted to know more about the country or wanted to do something in the entrepreneurship, this is where they can meet the right kind of people, and it's very neatly curated in a way. They have certain in an alternate day fashion. One day they show you about the entrepreneurship module, the real life things that happening on the ground. Like because in Madurai they had this one eye care hospital which does very low cost treatments. And you get to see such kind of NGOs. And other day you get to see the kind of companies. In Sri City, it's an entire SEG type model, sir. Like in Sri City, lots of
Yeah.
companies there we get to go to and see that how the manufacturing takes place and of that kind of things. So in 14 days, you get to see very interesting things and appreciate the countryside and also gets a chance to meet the people. And
Yeah.
this is one of the sessions that was happening there, sir. So this was happening in the train. People sit like that, share their experiences, discuss. So, and lastly, this is the famous quotation from their side, sir. You are a yatri, once a yatri, you will be always a yatri, seeking learning and also. So that's
Okay. Wonderful.
yeah, that's from my side, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Mahesh. You have told us lots of interesting things. And anyway, you were born in a village and now you have seen the world of India. And you're not only from Jagriti Yatra, but also from your work. And you've been involved in many different things. And hopefully you will find a good job that suits you. Right now,
Yes,
you're trying for UPSC, but
yes, sir.
UPSC is always a matter of chance. Let's see
True.
where you'll end up. But thank you so much for this. Let's end it here, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Can you get out of this screen sharing? Okay, so now we can see you properly. So thank you, Mahesh. It was a very, I want to talk to you offline, but for the recording, we are done. Okay. So
Yes,
thank
okay.
you so much for being here. And let's say bye. I'll be back with another young person or an expert or a young expert soon. Bye till then. Bye, everybody.